Well, what is up, everybody? Bishop here. Today we're gonna go over the Heresy weapons, like the actual Dreadnought episode Heresy weapons. This is super late. I didn't make a video before because honestly they're all pretty fucking trash. But now that we have them all, I've gotten some time to play with them all, and I've been watching other people's videos that are just kind of fucking trash. I decided I just might as well, better late than never. So starting out, we have the Adamantite. It is the only kinetic slot support frame. So like if you're into support frames, that's what it has going for it. I personally never use them. I'm never going to use them. That being said, if you do like them, I think reciprocity is like the obvious first column role. I think you should have this on either of them, because if you're trying to like heal somebody but you die, then you can't heal them, right? So that's kind of like the only perk that really matters. Everything else is kind of a non-starter in my opinion. And then also you can proc attrition orbs like while you're healing your teammate. So I think that's kind of the role everybody's going for. Circle of Life just is kind of irrelevant. Like buffing this weapon just isn't good at killing things already, so it's kind of irrelevant. Hatchling's kind of irrelevant. You're definitely not really hitting precision final blows with this frame. Like, I don't know. I think you just go reciprocity attrition orbs if you're ever going to use this thing. If you're never going to use a support frame, then just don't worry about it. Just get rid of it. Miramago, very good RPM SMG. 900 RPMs are definitely the best in my opinion, but it's weird that it's an adaptive instead of a lightweight. It's kind of annoying. Also, if you have an imminence, I realize that like not a lot of people might have this. It's kind of like the hardest raid, whatever. If you have an imminence, then don't even look at this thing. Just delete it on site. If you don't have an imminence, you're probably looking for like imminence and subsistence, sorry, and sword logic. That would be my go-to role. Hatchling is kind of garbage. The only reason, threadlings are only really good on like a swarmer's warlock, and they're making threadlings in so many other ways that it's just kind of a waste of a perk. So even if I'm using like a strand primary on my swarmer's lock, I'm usually using like a damage perk anyways. Literally everything else is pretty much worthless. Like you could go swashbuckler, sorry, or sword logic basically, and then sub. If you're going for some weird niche like melee build, then I guess, like use your own judgment. But otherwise, like overflow could be okay. But I'm going sub and then a damage perk basically. I'm deleting it on site, but that's what I think you should go with. Imminence, yeah, just showing. If you have it, then don't even worry about Miramago. Division is easily the best arc sidearm in the game. I don't use sidearms, so I don't care. I just delete it on site. These don't really matter. But if you like sidearms, the eddy current, volt shot, easy pick, easy go-to. There's some other options. You could go like sword logic or swash, I guess. But honestly, I think the ad clear and like the subclass synergy is a lot more important with volt shot. Eddy current's just gonna make this thing feel amazing. And then same as Miramago, I guess. If you're doing some kind of weird melee build or something, like if you know what you're doing, want to go with something like this, go with that. But this is definitely going to be just easy. Yep, keep this if you like sidearms. Anamnesis, this bow is easily the best weapon out of all these seasonal weapons. Kind of sucks that it's lightweight. Historically, I really don't like lightweight bows. I like precision bows a lot more, but I think they've gotten enough buffs at the point. Like I've been using this and it actually doesn't feel as bad as I remembered, so that's awesome. Dragonfly destabilizing is my personal go-to because I like explosions, but obviously like repulsor would be very good as well. So a lot of people will probably make that argument, but I'm someone that I feel like I don't really need that extra survivability. I don't really care. I'd rather just watch shit go boom. And then because it being a lightweight, I would personally go with as much accuracy as I can possibly get. That's why I picked these. Like typically on a precision, you're gonna go for the shortest draw time. Like you're gonna go elastic string and like compact arrow shaft for reload. But this accuracy is horrendous, and you're gonna start missing headshots from like not very far away. So I try to go with as much accuracy as possible. The other interesting perk is Demoralize. I've been playing around with this a little bit specifically on a Gerfalcon Hunter, literally this role. That way, because I still have Volatile that way, and that's really fun. But in general, definitely just Repulsor or Dragonfly with Destabilizing Rounds. And then literally everything else is just a delete. Like nothing. Destabilizing Rounds is one of the best primary weapon perks in the game right now, if not like the best after the buff this season. It's really good. Refusal to call, only strand glaive, I do believe. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, it's the only strand glaive in the game, so I don't use glaives. If you use glaives, you honestly probably know better than me. I think I was looking at like being able to move more while blocking, because I think the only reason I would ever use a glaive is like if I'm trying to be invincible. It doesn't have any really noteworthy shooty shoot perks, so like you're literally just doing the pokey poke, and I don't think like Vorpal even works for that. I don't think any of these, like close to melee, works for that. So if you're gonna poke, do that. If you're gonna shooty shoot, maybe like this or this. I don't know. I don't use glaives. You probably know better than me. Afterlight, not the best frame. We're definitely going for rapid fire frames. And it just really has not a lot going for it in general. This could be really interesting, potentially. Ambitious Assassin Runneth over with Reservoir, because you like overfill the magazine, get a bunch of Reservoir burst shots. So like if you get that, or like even without that, you know, like that could be okay for ad clear. You could make the argument about destabilizing, but like you're gonna do, you might as well just run a primary with destabilizing. Like you might as well just run the bow if you're trying to run destabilizing. Like there's no point in wasting a special weapon, special ammo just because of destabilizing rounds. Like that's just kind of stupid. If you really like fusions and you want to use it for like supplemental damage for some reason, like you're using a kinetic primary or something, like you could do this. If you're trying to double up on like void mods, you know, with like an edge transit or something, you could use this just for like chunking majors or champs, or like shooting the boss if you're out of heavy, whatever. But I have this pulled up because this also came recently. It is the best frame. It does have a really good damage perk, and also it has a sub reservoir burst if you really want to go that like kind of ad clear route. Even this could be kind of interesting, I guess, except for it's only the first shot, so not really. But and it's craftable, right? So if you don't have the pattern, there's a lot of people raid, fine. Join my Discord, it's linked in the description. We do raids all the time. I do Sherpas all the time. So yeah, that's that. It's not that big a deal. You're not missing out. Sword, Abyssal Edge. I've heard a lot of people talking about flash counter redirection because they're doing funny bolt charge arc titan things with strongholds and flash counter. So I actually did some testing with a bunch of different flash counter swords. Redirection, I understand the vision, but all your damage is coming from bolt charge, and not only that, but it's all coming from the artifact. It's going to fall off super hard next season. This isn't really doing shit for you. Like I said, all your damage is coming from the bolt charges anyways. So like, if you want a flash counter sword because you want to do the funny stronghold shit, cool. But you probably can craft the other half, especially because Eager Edge. This is still attainable. Just go to do Dares of Eternity. It has flash counter. Also has Vorpal, which works. Like on the flash counter damage, like Vorpal does buff that. And like that's good enough. Because like I said, still all your damage is just coming from the fucking bolt charges. Like there's no need for any of this nonsense. It's pointless. That's that. Okay, Watchful Eye, pretty good arc machine gun. It's definitely, machine guns are only for ad clear, they're not for damage. So, and when it comes to ad clearing with a machine gun, it's not that deep. Like any machine gun with any perk is gonna kill the ads. So overflow is probably your best bet. If you get field prep, that's not bad either, because you get more reserves. Just, you know, whip a quick crouch if you have to reload. Overflow would definitely be way better though. Jolting feedback is like obviously a really good perk, but on a machine gun, kind of not, because like you're gonna kill everything anyways. You're not in control of when that jolt gets applied, so it's just kind of random. Like I would much rather just have killing tally, especially with overflow, because you can just run around with killing tally at ×3. You see a brick, go pick it up, boom, reload. Killing tally still at ×3, and you can just like chain that for as long as you really want. If you got sword logic, that's not that bad either, but like killing tally persists, sword logic falls off. So, but like I said, it's not even that deep. Like just whatever. A machine gun's gonna kill everything you shoot at, regardless. That's that. Nice and quick, off the cuff. Happy farming, I guess. Just hold on to the bow. This is a really good bow. But actually, you got one from the season pass. Everybody got this for free. The only thing is it doesn't have like the best string and arrows or whatever, arrow shafts. So like if you get a better one, awesome. But if not, the season pass one is good enough, honestly. All right, peace.